Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to Love Qualified. My name is Joanny, and in today's PA school vlog, I'm going to be sharing with you how I revised for my last formative exam. A formative exam is basically a practice exam or a mock exam, if you want to call it that, and I'm just going to be sharing with you guys the last few days leading up to my exam and what exactly I did and how I studied for it. So this is a time lapse of me and my friends goofing around in the computer room when we were supposed to be studying, and I thought I'd just use this clip to explain to you guys a little bit about the exam we were studying for. So this was the Monday after we had just submitted our last assessment for the year, which is the case history, and it was the essay that you might have seen me trying to write in the previous vlog. And so the exam was in our module Foundations in Clinical Medicine, which is just basically the module where we have to learn all the conditions in the matrix. So our matrix is just a list of all the conditions that we need to learn by the end of this year. And the systems we've covered so far are cardiovascular system, respiratory system, renal and genitourinary system, gastrointestinal system, endocrine and metabolic systems, mental health, female health, sexual health, infectious diseases, hematology, neurology, musculoskeletal system, dermatology, ophthalmology, and ear, nose, and throat. So in this exam, we covered almost everything apart from dermatology. So that's what we're preparing for. And as you can see, I had done all my posters and my flashcards for the conditions that I could do. I haven't finished doing all the conditions in the matrix because I haven't had time. It's kind of hard to go through all of them, so I try to focus on the 1As and 1Bs, which are kind of like the important ones. And in this video, I was trying to just go through my flashcards and go over them and just remind myself. I was trying not to spend too much time on each condition because I didn't have time to go over in detail. So I was basically skimming through the conditions as I had learned them before for my previous formative exam. So that's what I was doing in this video. One thing that I just wanted to mention very quickly is that I had very little time to prepare for this exam. I mean, I had been trying to go over stuff before, like a week before, 2 weeks before, but because we had so many deadlines, I didn't have time to actually sit down and focus on just revising for the exam. That's why I only had 3 days 3 days to prepare for this exam. And because there was so little time, I tried to make a plan. The very first thing I did is to make a plan. So my planner is somewhere on the table, it's not in sight, but I try to write down which systems I'm going to focus on each day, and I try to make sure that I go through those systems, skim through them because I had no time, and then I try to leave some time out at the end of the day for questions. As you would see, in the last 3 days leading up to the exam, I did a lot of questions with my friends, but I also did some questions as well in my own free time, and I mainly use Geeky Medics because their questions are very similar to the ones that we have in the formative exam. I don't use Past Medicine because Past Medicine depresses me and the questions are so hard, and I know other PA students use them, but I don't because, yeah, they're not for me.
Why don't you take this? We finished all the food.
So guys, look at free food that we're getting here. Clem, thank you. You said you wanted to be in the vlog. Come and be in the vlog.
Let me do my haircut. And put some lip gloss on.
So guys, it's currently almost, what's the time? It's almost 11.
11
What's wrong with you?
11:35.
Lulu, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm so full. Have you seen my stomach? It's 11:05.
We've had free food. It's 11:05. We're doing some
my baby.
past paper questions. Oh my god. We're doing some past paper questions. We're doing it for about, when did we come here? 8:30.
Yeah, 8:30.
Since 8:30 we've been doing questions. And so now they've kicked us out of the SU bar. Clem, now are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, guys.
So Clem wasn't in the previous she wasn't in the previous video where we were messing around, so she gets a special appear. Oh my god. So yeah, what are we doing here, please? This is our games room, guys. It's actually actually looks organized. Well,
Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, and it looks
it's
clean.
usually like very not organized.
And a bit naive.
Yeah. So we're gonna go home.
They should be really nice and clear. So same as the normal claustrophrenic angles, they should be super, super clear. So if we go to this chest x-ray, what are we saying about the cardioclaustrophrenic angles on that?
Clear. None? Yes.
So, yeah, so normal outcome.
Normal.
So after PBL that day and after lectures were over, I went back to the computer room. It was the same routine every day. You come to uni, have lectures, and then go back to the computer room to study. I like the computer room because it's not too quiet, and I don't know, I just like the environment. I like the computer, the large computer in front of me, and the keyboard and the mouse and everything. And in this clip, I was basically just going over my flashcards again and answering some questions from Geeky Medics. I was answering questions even in systems that I haven't gone over, just to remind myself of things that I had done before. And yeah, so it was just revising and questions. Phyllis, Clem, hold the ball.
Oh, Clem, send this.
Hold it now, hold it.
Guys, stop laughing at me.
Hold it, do it.
This way. I know how to do it.
Show her how to do it.
I'm not showing them.
Phyllis, show her how to do it so
I'm
she
not
can
even
hold
showing
it.
mine is correct. That's nice. Let me show you how I do it. How do you do it? So you know how to do it.
Is that how? Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, you
What's she
can do
doing?
that.
Yeah.
I feel like you do it this way. Yeah, that's how I did it.
That's not how you did it. That's not how you did it. Okay, guys. Guys, let's go. Okay, Clem.
I've already held mine. The camera wasn't on me by then, so it's gone.
Okay, let's. Hi guys, so today's Wednesday and I just got back from placement. It's currently 7:22 p.m. now. I'm just making my dinner and then I'm going to go to uni. On Wednesdays I don't usually go to uni because I usually have church at 7 p.m. but I'm not going to church today because I have my exam tomorrow. So placement was good. So I've got 2 more weeks of placement until it's the end for first year. I went to the nursing home with one of my supervisors. I got to do a finger prick blood glucose test, and one of my supervisors so she signed me off for that as one of my DOPs. I got to sign off my peak flow DOPs. So I've got all the 4 DOPs that I need to get signed off for this year. So I've got manual blood pressure, peak flow, finger prick blood glucose, and what's the other one? And so it's not IM because the nurse needs to sign the intramuscular injection for me, a urine dipstick. So I've got that one signed off as well. So I'm going to have my dinner now and then I'm going to go to uni. My friends are at uni. So as you know, the exam is tomorrow. And yeah, I guess I don't know how I feel really. I'm just going to say it is what it is. If I don't finish the material I'm supposed to cover, then I don't finish it. So I'm just gonna go to uni and then see how everything works out today. So yeah. Hi guys, I'm on my way to uni now and I'm just walking and it's been raining, so the weather is not too good. But yeah, it's around 8, almost 8:30. I really was feeling the urge to sleep, but I need to force myself to go to uni, and I will stay in uni for as long as I can. So yeah. So the plan for the Wednesday evening was to go over the musculoskeletal system and also mental health as well. And this was basically a quick skim through all the different conditions. I basically skimmed through all the MSK conditions and all the mental health conditions just to remind me of how to diagnose it and how to manage them. So guys, it's 1:17 a.m. Everyone has gone home. It's just me and Clementina left in the computer room. Still going strong. This exam is a joke. I'm going through mental health. Have you gone through mental health? So at this point, I just needed a break and I needed to talk to someone. So I turned around to Clem and we were just discussing what we'd gone through in mental health, and we're just going through some of the conditions. One thing I find very useful during my revision sessions is to talk to my friends, and we basically teach each other. And even when we go through questions as well, we basically teach each other what we've learned, and I learned so much from them. I find this process so good, and it helps me so much because there's only so much I can learn on my own, but when you talk to other people and you teach other people and you let them teach you as well, you learn even more. So as much as I love learning on my own, I also love learning with my friends as well because I learned so much from them. And so this is what we're basically talking about. Okay. So I finally left the computer room that day at 2:30 a.m. and as you can see, everyone had gone home. I basically don't usually stay out until this late, but it got to a point where I was so tired and I was just like, I need to get some sleep. I need to go home. I'm not gonna go and come and kill myself. It's only a formative exam, so I had to go home and sleep.
Guys, I'm so tired. I am so tired. I don't know. I need to sleep. Sleep, I tell you.
Hi guys, I literally just got home now. It is 2:51 a.m. I left my friend Clem in the library. She's gonna be leaving later on, but I'm so tired. I said I'm gonna come home and sleep. Yeah, you guys remember back in November or in December when I had an exam as well and I stayed up till like 4 a.m. Yeah, I'm not staying up to 4 a.m. today, although I'm really close because it's almost 3 now, but I need to sleep. Like from having placement yesterday, coming back, I didn't sleep at all before going to uni. I'm actually so tired and I want to try and wake up at 7 so I can go to uni early because my exam is at 11, but we need to be there by 10:30ish. So I can't just wait for this exam to be over. I'm so done. Literally so done, but I'll see you guys in a few hours. Good morning, guys. It's 8:09 a.m. and I'm up, ready to go to uni. So I slept at around 3 or past 3 yesterday and woke up at around 7. So I've had about 4 hours of sleep. I don't look too tired and I don't feel too tired, so that's a good thing. There's quite a few things I still need to go over. So I need to go over the neurology. I need to go over ophthalmology and ear, nose and throat. So that's what I'm going to do now at uni. That's what I'm going to try to do. The exam is at 11, but they want us to be there by 10:30. So I'm going to try to make the most of the time I have. So yeah. So yeah, the plan for that morning, which was basically like 2 hours that I had, was to go over all the neurological conditions that I had done, that I had posters for, and also to go through ear, nose and throat and ophthalmology. I did manage to go over the neurological conditions that I had done my posters for, and also just a very quick skim through ENT. No, actually, I don't think I went over ENT, basically ophthalmology, and I'm so glad I got the chance to quickly skim over ophthalmology because there were quite a few ophthalmology questions in the exam. And sometimes I like to listen to music as well when I'm studying. And the song I was listening to while I was studying was is called "You Are My Rest" by Dr. Toomey. It basically helped me so much during this time, just to remind me that God is my rest, God is my peace, and I can find rest and peace in Him. And yeah, listen to the song. It's a good song. Hey guys, so it's the end of the exam and I just got home. I am having lunch because we had a 2-hour break between the exam and the next lecture. So we finished at 12-ish and the next lecture starts at 2. So I've just come home to get some lunch because I didn't have time to pack lunch this morning. I thought the exam was okay. Compared to the other 2 formatives that we've had, I feel this one was the most challenging. It wasn't challenging because the questions were hard. It was challenging because if you guys have watched the vlog now, you would know that I didn't have the time to go over every single thing in detail or as much as I would have liked to. So I ended up cramming and skimming through loads of things, and there were some questions that I felt really annoyed with because I know that if I had gone through some conditions in detail, I would have gotten those questions. I would have been more sure of the answers. Who knows, if I guessed and maybe got the answer right. But I like to have a lot of certainty when I answer questions. And there were some questions where I knew the answer straight away, like reading the first few lines of the question or the first few words. I knew exactly what the condition was or what exactly to treat it with, and those questions were fine. But for some parts of it, I had to think, I had to pause and think, trying to imagine my notes, my posters in my head to try and see if I could remember. But at the end of the day, I think I can only say that we keep moving forward because this was a formative exam. That means it doesn't count again. I know that hopefully by the grace of God, by when we have the real thing next month on the 18th of June, I would have gone through everything so that my lunch is done. I would have gone through everything so that I wouldn't have this problem again. I hope I've passed. I think I've passed. Well, I hope so. I can only hope. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm not really. I don't know how I feel about it just because I know it's formative. But yeah, it's just taught me one thing: don't cram, guys. Don't cram in PA school. There's no point. You can't do it. And yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna have my lunch now and then I'm going to go back to uni. Hey guys, so it's 11:47 p.m. now and I just thought I'll come here and close this vlog nicely. Thank you guys so much for coming on this journey with me. I think that I was a bit stressed in this vlog. I don't know if that came across, but I think this was the one exam where I actually felt stressed. And even though it was formative, I just felt like, oh, maybe I wouldn't be able to handle the real thing when it comes and all of that kind of stuff. So today is the 20th of June. My first real exam is on the 17th of July. I have a applied pharmacology exam on the 17th of July, and then I have my FCM exam, my foundations in clinical medicine exam, which is what I did today. I have the summative, so the one that counts, on the 18th of July, and then I have my OSCE on the 22nd of July, and that's it for first year. So it's kind of scary. I've got less than a month now until my actual exams, so revision starts now. And what I've been doing is obviously I want to bring you guys through this process and record how I'm revising for exams and all of that kind of stuff. So I did post something on Instagram. Those of you who follow me on Instagram might have seen it. I was just asking you guys what sort of videos you want me to record for you, apart from these vlogs, because I enjoy doing these vlogs, but I want to do stuff to help you guys as well. So if you haven't already done this on Instagram, please send me a quick message or comment on this video down below. Let me know exactly what sort of videos you want to see. I'm planning on doing some revision vlogs, some study with me vlogs, just to show you guys how I'm revising and how I'm studying for exams. I have done some study with me vlogs before. I think I showed how I make posters, how I make flashcards. I'll leave the link down below to those videos so you can have a look if you want. And also I'm gonna hopefully be doing a video with my friends as well on just PA school advice, and hopefully at the end of when all exams are over and stuff, and then I'm going to be doing a whole review of my first year of PA school and how I found it. I'm so glad because it was literally just 3 more weeks ish, less than a month, and I'll be done with first year. And it's kind of scary. But yeah, I'll be bringing you guys along that journey with me. So you guys have been so amazing. Thank you for all your support. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful. You don't know how grateful I am. And yeah, so again, let me know what you want to see, what sort of advice or sort of videos that you want to see, and I'll be making a note of all of them, and I'll make more videos hopefully in the future. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and God bless. Bye.